Welcome back, everyone, to our final game of the day. This is it, the final best of three. This is the second semi-final here at Ahmedabad between Team COSMO5 and Team Dracarys. And this should be interesting. This is the knife round to decide which side each team will start on. On a map like Overpass, knife round is fairly important. We've said it many times before. Overpass is one of those maps where the connector allows for quick rotation for the T side, but CTs still have a pretty good advantage here. COSMO5 with the knife round and elect to start. Sorry, Dracarys with the knife round and elect to start on the CT side.
Pretty expected, honestly, on Overpass. Even though it's a very balanced map, as we've mentioned at least 20 times. The last 20 times they've played Overpass. All these teams on these terms so far. Seems to be a crowd favorite, this Overpass map. But here's the pistol round, though. This is going to be an important round for both teams, actually, because this can really set the momentum of the game, on Overpass especially.
Alright, here we go. Cosmo, they left the bomb all alone while the team looks for an entry anywhere. Sloan is hiding right outside connector. Jimmy actually starts things off with a headshot onto drill, so already Cosmo one man down. Although, perhaps in a pistol round, being one man down is a lot worse than being one man down in a rifle round. But here we go. Chi2 goes back to pick up the bomb. It seems like Cosmo might just head towards A side, it seems like, because they just found Lancet toilets. Here we go, Vortex making his way towards Long. He's got backup with him. There's Hari right behind him with a deagle. They don't quite spot Demon's Trail hiding in bank. He's in a good spot to shut this push down. Actually, Demon's Trail gets Dracarys, but Vortex shuts him down right where he stands. That's a really good headshot there. Bomb has been planted 3-on-2, and Vortex just spotted someone, a dumpster. I believe that would be Jimmy. Jimmy down at 18 HP. Surely he should get this kill, but Jimmy actually lands the headshot there. It's a 1-on-2 now with 18 HP. It's really almost impossible, but he's gonna go for it anyways. And Hari shuts him down where he stands. COSMO5 start things off on the right foot.
Best advantage for them against the force buy with just submachine guns, because that's the close range battle where a submachine gun could be really useful. But then again, they are going up against CZ, so one thing they should focus on is actually working together, especially when they don't have any AKs, and they shouldn't allow Dracarys to get any weaponry on this force buy. Regardless, anyway.
Despite not having AKs, they do have a really good amount of utility to work with for this round. 3 smokes for Cosmo here, as they try to make their minds on his site. It seems like they wanted to go B, but Lance from short was ready for him. He gets drill. JLT gets Dracarys as well, but Hari responds with a kill onto JLT. But still, Cosmo already reduced to just 2 members, really, in only 15 seconds. Dracarys kind of took them by surprise, and it paid off. Vortex is full HP, sure, but Hari, his teammate, with the UMP is only down to 8 HP, really. Anything is gonna kill Hari here. However, Jimmy, he finds a MAC-10 in his face and he goes down. It's a 2-on-2 now with 1 minute left. Still haven't made up their minds on how they want to approach this, Hari and Vortex. They still need to go and pick up the bomb anyways, but they have a lot of time to make up their minds. 45 seconds left on the clock here. No smokes, bear in mind. And no HEs anymore after that one. So it's just the 2 flashes and the molly for Hari, and that's about it. What is the plan here for Cosmo?
As long as they stick together. I mean, for both CTs and Ts, even if they go towards B and plant, if they can actually try to retake it together, they should still have a chance, as long as they don't, because especially since one of the terraces is low.
Here we go, Demon's Trail hiding behind truck. He hears the footsteps. He's in a very good spot to stop this plant if he peeks right now, but Vortex ready for him. Vortex lands the headshot with a MAC-10. That's super good for Cosmo. The bomb has been planted now, but look at that. Vortex and Hari both super low. 4 HP and 8 HP. Lands with a deagle from bank. He does spot someone on the side, but he doesn't quite land the shot. He tries again, and now he's getting low. He's down to 60, and he can't line it up. It's Harry who gets that kill. Vortex and Harry play beautifully, win the 2v3, and Cosmo extend their lead 2-0.
It was even a 2v4 there, not even a 2v3. Was it 2v4 before
It probably was.
Yeah, it's really well played by COSMO5. They just decided to stick together, and that's what really won them the round. While Dracarys, they split up. One went towards A, one went towards B, and I believe one of them had a kit as well. So best to stick together in that kind of situation, because even if the terrorists go the other side, at least you can trade for each other. And they didn't have any trade ability there. Oh, nice dink though by Sloan.
Sloan
pretty good start.
Getting some dings. There we go. Dracarys and Vortex, however, find some CTs to kill. But look at that. Lance making that P250 work, getting 2 headshots. But Vortex finally shuts him down. And that's the third round of the game for Cosmo. It feels like Dracarys are actually getting a lot of kills in those force rounds, in those eco rounds. And they might just grab themselves an op here. They do have the money for it.
Yeah. That was a buy round though. So full rifles on both sides. All the utility that Cosmo needs. Sure, they don't. Maybe Drill doesn't have the full utility set. He does have a molly though, so he could use. They could still use that for an execute on B. Depends though if they're going to decide to push fully or they're just going to try to work for an execute, where those mollies could be thrown basically over the wall and try to take out barrels and inside as well as heaven with the smoke as well. That would be a really good execute for them. But look at Sloan. He's pushed already down and he basically can get all the information he needs.
He almost died there to that bit of a wild spray from Connector. I believe it was from Connector.
No, he was coming from T-spawn. It's a wallbang spot. They can shoot towards short.
Ooh. Dracarys found Lance and Connector, but JLT trades it back. It's a 1-for-1. Here's Harry making his way. He might just surprise JLT there from the back. He might just actually end up hitting his teammate there with that wallbang. But here we go. Drill finds the kill onto Slow, and there's the smoke coming out now. Cosmo, they're committing to this B site. That's a questionable Molotov from Harry, but here we go. Vortex finds the kill onto Jimmy. Demonstrate jumps down into the water. This could be risky here for Cosmo. It's a 2-on-2 now, and the bomb is dropped on the site. It's both JLT and Demonstrate in the water. They should know where Vortex is. They did spot him behind that pillar, but they don't quite know where Kido is. Kido's coming from short, but he dies to JLT, and Demonstrate finds the second kill. Just like that, Dracarys back in the game with their first round.
Yeah, and 3-1 now, and Cosmo though is not out of it though. They still had a decent amount of economy coming to this because they only bought submachine guns that were at one round that they did win in the end. So they don't have the best of buys, but they still have enough money to buy what they need. One person coming with an AWP even. And against Dracarys, if they can get a few picks here, Dracarys has nothing to counter them unless they pop flash or trade against that AWPer. But they look like they're just gonna play control down mid, which is a smart choice actually, considering they have an AWP. But actually, funny enough, he's gone down connector. Usually the AWP tends to go down towards mid or long even. So interesting choice. It could catch Dracarys off guard if they try to go through connector.
Ooh, Hari finds that AK kill onto Jimmy. So Drill can pick up a weapon instead of that CZ. See if he can reach it in time. However, we see JLT falling back all the way towards site. He might just find someone waiting for him here at toilets. But he gets the headshot onto Kido. Kido did not really react in time, surprisingly enough. Here's Slow and getting some information on long. He knows there's a T coming. At least one. And yet he chooses to join his teammate here at toilet. JLT finds the headshot onto Drill. And Cosmo, they're still waiting long with the bomb. They still haven't made up their minds. Time is running down now. 35 seconds left on the clock. They do have smokes to make this work. It seems like they're about to line up their smokes now.
Dracarys is also stacked up on A. They have one person holding towards long and 2 people on toilet, so they can actually sandwich them right in the middle of A here.
Here we go, Dry. Actually, sorry, Dracarys finds the kill onto Slowen. But Lance trades it back. Here's JLT from toilet. Surprising Vortex there. That's the op going down. JLT through the smoke. Finds the final kill onto Harry. Just like that, Dracarys bring it back 2-3. And now Cosmo are the ones on the back foot.
Yeah, a bit worrisome though. They took a bit long to push in, and Dracarys knew that they're going to come towards A. They had the push on B and saw that they weren't coming towards B, so they basically stacked 2 people on toilets to trade with each other in case they decide to go through mid. And they had 1 person watching towards long. So as soon as he gets the information that they're pushing through long, he doesn't actually have to fight. He just has to call that information. And after calling that information, they basically sandwich them right into the site. And that's basically exactly what happened. And now Cosmo can be forced to eco this round if they want to try to maybe buy the next round. But even if they buy the next round, it's not going to be the best weapon. I mean, they're not going to be able to get really enough unless they do it without armor. They could, of course, try a double eco and get that the loss bonus, but that's a different scenario altogether. One option they could do actually is maybe buy a half buy and then go towards Monster, try to see what they can do. But I think they should just use Glocks, like the best case scenario, just use Glocks, just waste this round and go for the next round.
Seems like they're about to listen to you because everyone has Glocks. Although Dracarys and Vortex both pick up P250s, but they don't really cost that much. It's still an eco, nonetheless. However, on the other side, Dracarys, there we go. There we see the op coming out for Jimmy. Potentially, he's going to be the opper for Dracarys. Should be interesting to follow him this map. Overpass is one of those maps where you need to be really, really damn good with the op to make it work here. Here we go, Lance hiding in barrels. He's in a really good spot to stop this push. He gets 1 headshot, gets another, but he gets shut down there by Dracarys. Slowing from short. He should have spotted Dracarys making his way towards water. They know exactly where he is here, Dracarys. There's nowhere for him to go, Dracarys. He has to win this fight somehow. But there's no going there. Slowen finds the headshot, and Dracarys tie things up 3-3.
Yep, and since they only buy a few pistols, they are going to afford guns. As I mentioned earlier, they will be able to afford it, but they're not going to afford everything they need. This is why I was mentioning if they wanted to go for an op, then they could have maybe just half bought, like maybe buy a few pistols, then half buy next round, then they can buy ops next round. Or they could just do as they did and just go for a full buy here, but they're not going to have the most utility either. They're going to be a bit shy. But Vortex is already low around here.
Vortex already got tagged down to 24 HP. Demon's Trail finds the first kill there onto Key 2. He might look for more through the connector door here, but he's not going for it. Not just yet, at least. But for now, Dracarys are holding, and Cosmo can't quite find a gap to push from. It's starting to get worrying at this point. Lance, right outside of Monster. He's hoping someone's gonna push. He can punish anyone who comes out of that pipe. But no one is pushing. Drill is playing it super safe. Really far back. Here's Harry trying to get it just through the hole. But he can't quite land that final shot onto Slowen. There we go. Slowen goes down. Harry finds the headshot somehow. He does see another one. Demon's Trail is actually super low down to 12 HP, but he couldn't get the kill in time. Demon's Trail survives. And Harry goes down already. 4-3. Dracarys with a 1-man advantage. Cosmo 35 seconds left on the clock. They need to make this push happen fast. It's B or nothing at this point. And it might just be nothing, looking by how slow they're moving. Here we go, heading towards Monster. Now Lance was ready for him, but oh my god, Dracarys finds the headshot there. Lance couldn't get anything. Here's JLT from heaven. However, both him and Jimmy are in the perfect spot to shut this down. Dracarys goes down as well. It's just Vortex left, and he's nowhere near the bomb even. It's another round for Dracarys. 4-3, and for the first time on this map, they take the lead against Cosmo.
Ooh, he almost died there actually at the complete end of that round. But yeah, considering they had a very good start, they won the pistol round, they won the force spy. They actually had quite a few close rounds there now as well. But Dracarys, as soon as they start getting those rifles, they basically put every round on the board so far. But it has been costly, and even though they can buy next round because they still have a decent amount of money, it has been close, and it's just like the scoreboard says, it has been a close game so far. But Cosmo needs to get a rifle round on the board, and all they have now is just the AK that saved in the previous round. So they're forced basically to gonna try to eco this round, and they're gonna have the loss bonus next round. So they can buy next round, full buy, possibly even an op. So that's at least something good to go with.
The AK going down twice there. Vortex died, Harry picked it up, couldn't do anything with it as well. Which means it's only Drill and Dracarys left, and they're really far away from any weapons. They're actually far away from each other, because Drill is coming from toilets, while Dracarys stuck it long. Well, not for much longer, at least, because Jimmy just found him with the op, and Sloan finds that final kill onto Drill. Cosmo lose another round.
Yeah, that was expected though, so nothing really to write home about. And Cosmo's not too bothered. I mean, they only had one AK that they saved from the previous round, but now they can actually buy that op. So yeah, pretty good round. But the problem is, since Vortex actually saved one of the rounds, he didn't have the money to really buy. And Dracarys dropped an op to him. So now one player is actually forced on a deagle. So they're gonna need to make these AKs work. And actually, if they can get a kill, then the Dracarys can just pick up the rifle after that. But they're gonna need to actually do an execute. And it looks like they're just gonna go for a boost, see if they can get someone, and they possibly can actually.
Kiro jumps up, he spots someone's a barrel, but he doesn't land the shot. Dragon's Trail sees the boost and hides in time. He lives to fight another day for now, and Cosmo can't find the entry they were hoping for. Demon Trail actually got a headshot onto Drill there from short. This is not looking good for Cosmo. They've already lost the man. Here's Sloan as well. Finds it onto Dracarys. Lance gets a kill for himself as well. Make that 2. He finds Harry and Vortex. It's just Kiro left now for Cosmo. And he's between a rock and a hard place. Sloan ends his misery with a shot in the head. Dracarys double the
Clean
points
sweep
that Cosmo has. It's 6 rounds in a row now for Dracarys. You have to start wondering what's happening with Cosmo. Where are they?
But most important thing about that round was it was a complete clean sweep by Dracarys. They didn't lose a single member. So now look at their economy. They're basically rolling in cash. So this is where it starts to get awkward for Cosmo. If they want to actually not just try to win this round, but to win the half, they're going to need to actually try to break their economy.
Jimmy, my god. What a flick onto Drill. Drill goes down. JLT finds a kill onto Vortex as well, but Dracarys trades it back. Here's Jimmy with the op, however, shooting Kiro straight in the chest. Can he get another one? He misses that flick onto Harry. This could be awkward for Jimmy.
Oh, he hit him.
He hit him in the leg. He's down to 30 HP, but Dracarys finds the shot there, and Jimmy goes down. However, it's still a 2-on-3 for Cosmo. It's not looking good, especially with Harry down to 30 HP. Demon's Trail came from long. He found Dracarys, and he's hoping to get the kill onto Harry as well, down to 30 HP, but Harry finds the headshot. Makes it a 1-on-2. Definitely doable for Harry. Definitely winnable.
He's low, though. He has all the utility he needs. But I think he's just gonna try to fake and maybe go somewhere, but Sloan is actually predicting this. He won't be able to rotate unless he gets his kill.
Oof.
Yeah, and he won't.
Sloan was ready for him, and Harry was hoping to find connector empty.
Oh, he catches the op. So now they don't have to spend on another op. So
this is best case scenario for Dracarys, really.
I mean, of course, for them, they would prefer surviving with 3 because that's when your economy can keep building. As long as it's two people or less, that's when the economy starts to dwindle. But not too big of an issue. They still had a lot of money, especially because of that clean sweep earlier. While Cosmo are just gonna try to keep buying every round. This is a very weak buy.
Oh, Vortex, that flash timing, but somehow it wasn't him who got the kill, it was Lance. But they make it onto this side anyways. Here we go, Vortex looking towards Evan, but he doesn't look behind him, and Sloan finds the kill, but Vortex trades it back. It's a 3-on-2 now for Dracarys. Never mind, Keto makes it a 2-on-2. He just got Demon's Trail from behind. He makes his way towards that A site with a bomb. Dracarys have no idea that the bomb made its way towards A, or do they? Because it seems like someone's already rotating. I believe that's JLT. Lance should know for sure that the bomb is not on B site. And yeah, there we go. He just throws a flash and runs the other way. He's not going to fight with the op anymore. Smart move, my friend. Smart move. Here's Kiro. He landed the bomb truck. He's holding it from back now. And JLT knows exactly where he is. This could be dead.
Coming right behind him.
If he doesn't check behind him, yes, JLT finds that kill. All they have to do is defend the defuse. Or just find the kill onto Vortex. That works too. But Dracarys should get this defuse in time. There we go. 8-3. Extending their lead once more in Cosmo. They just lost the half. There's no other way of saying it. They definitely lost this half.
Yeah, they lost the half considering Dracarys has an 8, or he has 8 rounds on the board. But they haven't lost the game yet. Like, if they can start winning from now on in, then they actually have a decent half coming in to their CT round, their CT half. But at this point, it doesn't look like they're really hitting their shots. Really. Like they sometimes get it close to 2-3 player, to maybe around 2-3 players, but they're not even getting close to really winning the actual round. Like, you don't see them on the bomb side and actually covering, and then it's not like they're winning rounds by awesome retakes. They're just getting all the entries like they're doing right now. Again, they get another entry, and now Cosmo is back on the back pedals. And if they need to actually start getting these entries and start pushing the sites and actually winning them over to put some fear in Dracarys' eyes, because if they don't have any fear, they just keep playing with confidence, then they're just gonna keep out aiming him.
Sloan switches up his position there. I don't think they spotted him just yet. They're both fully flashed. He gets the kill onto Q. Can he get another one, actually? That's a smart flash from Sloan. And he finds another kill onto Drill, which means it's just Harry left. He does get the kill onto Demon's Trail, but he's stuck in water and they know where he is. Or do they? Because Lance just literally walked up to him and gave him a kill for free. But now Harry's stuck in a 1v2 with 22 HP left. It's not looking good. 30 seconds left on the timer, and the bomb's really far away from Harry. He has to go try and pick it up, but Sloan was ready for him. Lands the headshot, and Dracarys extend their lead even more.
Sloan's really on point this game.
12-1-7. He's definitely having a good performance.
Yeah, I mean, what's more important is that it's not as much the frags on the board as much as the impact kills he gets.
Rage buying. They're not really thinking about it. They're not.
They're pulling at straws. They need to get around on the board. They can't give away around. Like, they could, in a way, only half buy, and then next round buy op and mollies and all that. But they've done that already, and it's still not working for them. So right now they're just like, they're desperate. Like, they want to get at least 1 or 2 more rounds. If they can get 2 rounds and make it 10-5, it's still playable. It's not optimal, but it's still playable on their CT side.
Here we go. Jimmy's about to find 5 people coming towards long. He gets that first flick onto Harry. Demon's Trail is actually in a pretty good spot here. He gets another one onto Dracarys. Keto goes down as well, but Drill finally takes Demon's Trail down. But look at that, Jimmy! He finds Drill. It's just Vortex God left. Ooh, that's a good jump for Vortex God. He surprised Jimmy, but this time Jimmy's ready for him. Flicks him in the head. There's the headshot coming out. Dracarys 10-3. They were ready for them at long.
A bit playing with each other at the end there. Jimmy, actually, something I've noticed from the beginning of the game, he's really good with his flicks. Like, he definitely seems like a flashy opera. Like, there's a lot of there are different types of operas. Like you'd find a lot of players are more positional, defensive. He is more aggressive and flashy, which is really fits for their playstyle here on this map, at least. And especially for a push like this down mid, he's gotten quite a few picks as they're jumping across. But it looks like they're not going to go that way this time. They'll try to focus more towards B.
COSMO5 this round only with Mac 10 CZ's Scout and 1 AK. Not an arsenal to be proud of. But they're gonna try and make it work anyways. Here we go, Lancet connected. The door is open. So we can definitely see Harry if he's not paying attention there. He did spot Kiru. Here we go, Harry with his back towards him. And Dracarys couldn't get anything done in time. Somehow, Lance gets 2 kills and he doesn't get punished for it. Here's JLT on this side. They finally push together Cosmo. Bill gets that kill. And the bomb gets planted. Jimmy, however, finds the nade kill onto Vortex of all things, but he can't quite land the op shot there. It's just Keto left versus 3 people from Dracarys. They know exactly where he is. But still, Keto manages to get 1 before he dies. And not just anyone, he actually gets the op. Which is a pretty good...
Yeah.
A pretty good result, honestly, getting the opera. But they managed to save the op anyways.
Yeah, I guess they had time for that defuse, so he could have waited a little bit for his teammate to go get the op. But it doesn't really matter in the end, because if you look at the money, there are 2 players with above 12k. One is almost 16k even. He was 16k before this round started. So even if he didn't get that op, he could have easily got another one. And Cosmo, they're the ones on the back pedal, because now that they have the full utility, but they don't have an opper to basically retaliate against them, so they're going to need it by pushes.
Oh my god. Lance. Aggressive push towards shot and it paid off. He gets 2, but Keto shuts him down. It's already a 2 men left for Cosmo versus 3 for Dracarys. Not looking good. This is the last round of the first half, remember. Cosmo are hoping to get anything on the board here. They're hoping to make it at least 11-4. 12-3 is not a good scoreline. It's not a positive one to take with you into the second half. But here we go, Demon's Trail from barrels. He just gets tagged there a bit. But he knows for a fact that they're coming from short. Ah, my game just alt-tapped. That's very unfortunate timing.
They're going in now.
Oh, yeah.
It ended.
I'm sorry.
No,
My game
okay.
actually alt-tapped. Amazing.
Well, you haven't missed much. It was again another 12. It's another 12. It's again it was another 3v2 or 3v1. And although they get the first few kills, Cosmo, they just can't finish off the last few. It seems to be a recurring trend on these rounds. Now it's 12-3. So Cosmo are both desperate to win that to win this pistol round. And Dracarys, if they can win this pistol round, it's almost guaranteeing them the entire map.
Bear in mind that Cosmo did win the first pistol round.
And the following 2 rounds too.
Well, yes.
That's all they won actually this map.
Here we go, Harry from long. He finds Sloan and Jimmy with the USPS. He's still 90 HP. And Keto and Vortex God do some work also near that B site. Alrighty, Cosmo. Seems like pistol rounds is where they shine, it feels like. It's only JLT and Demon's Trail left here for Dracarys. They're gonna try and peek long together. It seems like Demon's Trail got 1. JLT also got 1. It's a 1-on-3 now.
Long range of the Glock versus the USP, not the best.
Yeah, not a good idea. And Demon's Trail knows it. That's why he backed off. He'd rather go towards benches. And he does find a kill onto Vortex God. Makes it a 1-on-2. But he goes back towards long now. Might just get surprised from toilets because Drill is already in toilets. He's waiting for Demon's Trail to make his way. But he's not quite sure if it's from long or from short. Doesn't matter anyways. Drill finds Demon's Trail his head. And just like that, Cosmo win the pistol round in the second half. They're keeping their hopes alive for now, at least, to win this first one.
Dracarys, since they didn't actually plant the bomb, they're gonna go vouch for a force buy in the second round, which is usually how it goes. If you plant, you save, and then you buy the third round. If you don't plant, you immediately buy the second round. But yeah, now that you're going up against Umps, FAMAS, and other submachine guns too, so a bit awkward. But what do you think? Comeback?
Everything is possible. We've seen it before. We've seen it at Pune. Why not? Kido finds the headshot onto Slow, and somehow Vortex can't land anything there. And JLT shuts him down with the CZ. Here's Kido with the UMP from Toilets. Has to fall back for now. But still, a good standing for Cosmo as they're one man up on Dracarys. The remaining 3 members from Dracarys are all tagged. Although one could argue Jimmy's tagged the most. Demon's Trail goes down actually. And now Cosmo Drill knows where the bomb is. He can definitely play around this bomb now. Especially since Jimmy's down to 12 HP. All the timing. He still gets him even though he was fully flashed there. That was interesting timing. It was a very awkward peak for both players, honestly. But in the end, Jimmy goes down. The bomb is down now. And JLT has to go back towards that bomb. He has to try and retrieve it in any possible way, shape, or form. Here we go. FAMAS out. Looking towards T-spawn. Where Drill is waiting with the MP9, but he can't quite land the shots. Which is worrying. And JLT finds the headshot onto Drill.
If he goes to A here.
20 seconds left on the clock. The remaining 2 CTs are pretty far away. I don't think they can reach him in time. Or can they?
The guy from B can, but... No, not on top of the bomb plant, but to kill him after bomb plant.
Here you go, Dracarys making his way towards short JLT. He's still on the site. He's hiding in the smoke. They're trying to shoot him through the smoke. Do they not see him? I feel like... there we go. There we go. Kido found him in the end. And Cosmo win their second round of the second half.
It's kind of an awkward position to be in when you're right in the middle of the smoke and there are 2 people surrounding you and shooting through the smoke. But he tried to basically outplay them by pretending to go A and went to B. But he didn't realize that they're both right in the middle of T side of B, so they could easily rotate into B. Well, it would have taken much longer just to get to A, where he could have gotten to a better position. But at least he gets that bomb plant, so at least they can actually eco this round and try to go for a full buy next round.
Meanwhile, Cosmo, they've got the M4, a UMP, and FAMAS as well. That's a good molly from Drill. Tags all 3 members. Oh my god, Jimmy finds the headshot, however. Lance keeps it going with a headshot of his own. But Vortex can't find the scout kills. He's not hitting the shots. The cars are surviving. That's a smart boost. They might just catch him off guard. And Vortex goes down. It's just Harry and Kido left. This was an eco round for Dracarys.
Yeah, no armor if you look at the players.
If they win this on an eco, COSMO5 will be devastated. Here's Kido right outside of Monster. He finds JLT. Harry gets that shot onto Slowen as well. And suddenly, Dracarys are a bit worried. But however, there's no time left. The bomb is going to explode. And Dracarys win their first round of the second half.
Yep. Even one person dying to the bomb, but he doesn't care. It was only a piece 250. And now, since they won that round, they have so much money coming into this one. Even Demon Tails didn't even have to buy anything. He just bought some armor and a bit of utility. Gonna stick with that M4. Well, Cosmo has an op, but very little, much else really on the team. One has a Merc 7, one has a Deagle. So, still there.
My game crashed. It's up to you this one, my friend.
Oh, Cry, what? Cry just went right into Monster and got 2 Deagle shots from short. And now Kitty... Okay, Kitu just got another op shot, so now it's down to a 2v5. And all they have to do now is just try to plant the bomb. Oh, you're kind of echoing me there, by the way, Moro.
Oh, I bet.
Nice one by Jimmy, but now it's down to a 2v1. And he has the bomb, but two people against him. One is all the way in heaven, watching for this push. And Harry, I believe, is down through CT spawn. So they're both think it's gonna be B. But it looks like one person's gonna rotate back to A. So Jimmy can try to go in here. If he can get like a nice one shot basically on Harry with that FAMAS on short, he can easily plant this bomb and try to work for an after plant. And keep in mind, Jimmy's working for an ace this round. So talk about perfect rounds if he actually gets this. It's gonna be tough though. He's slowly sneaking through monster. He's gonna run into Harry any second now. He's actually watching for this position. He's gonna try to crouch onto it, but he actually sees him. He misses every single shot though, Harry. Oh, that was a very close time. Yep, he couldn't get through it. And Kitty actually rotated already, so he was able to get that shot if he misses. And now it's down to a 13-6. Very nice try from Jamie. Gets 3 kills. Couldn't get much else. And now it's back to basically force buying what they can. And Cosmo lost so much money there, so all they're gonna do now is really buy a few umps, I guess, one FAMAS. So they still have the advantage in weaponry, but not by much.
They still do have that op with Kiru, so it's something. Definitely, considering Dracarys have no op, no scout of their own. So Kiru can do some serious damage here, but he has to fall back because he's about to get rushed. Harry finds the headshot onto Lance. It seems like Dracarys are making the way to connector. Harry's still alive somehow. He survived, but finally Demon's Trail shuts him down. And it could be too late. Here's the door being open, and Demon's Trail can't find any shot onto Dracarys. The nade does land, however, and Dracarys down to 62 HP. Sloan should be ready for this. And there we go, the headshot through the door. Makes it a 3-on-3. Definitely a lot more winnable for Cosmo now. Demon's Trail down to 11 HP, remember. Sloan also at 80. Here's Kiru at bank. He can't land any op shots, it seems like. And JLT easily picks up that kill. Eastside is completely clear now. This smoke was not what he was hoping for, I assume.
Yeah. He still does most of the work anyway. He still is hidden from this position where he's standing. But it looks like they're mostly going to go towards bank. So I think they're just going to save, yeah. 2v3 and not that much time. And not a single kid on either player as well. So awkward round. They couldn't, if they went in, they could have just not just died, but given the op as well to Dracarys, which is not what they're gonna want, honestly, especially with how Jimmy's performing this game.
Ooh, Vortex actually oh, that's the op going down. Drill picks it up, however. Dracarys still managed to save that op. It's definitely an interesting buy from Harry. He is top fragging for his team with 18 kills and 16 deaths. Next closest would be Dracarys with 14 kills and 18 deaths. And at the bottom of the list, Kiru not having the best of games really with 8 kills and 15 deaths. But we'll see if he can turn things around. This is a best of 3 series. I remind you, we're still on map 1 of this best of 3. After this, we're gonna go to Inferno, our fan favorite. And we'll see if Cosmo can maybe perform better, because this time it feels like the round is gone already. Dracarys, they got 3 kills. The bomb is being planted as well. Here we go, JLT. The janitor door is open, but he can't quite land the shots with the MAC-10. Now Harry moved up with the XM-10. Might just find a kill onto JLT here. But Jimmy is watching it from short, and that's a pretty long distance for the shotgun. Harry doesn't quite want to take any risks. Just that. Oh, look at that. Jimmy's heading straight towards Harry. This is when the shotgun shines, and there we go, the headshot with the shotgun. Harry making that XM10 work.
It's
You get
basically the only
another one?
position.
No.
No, so the only position you could use a shotgun, and really on an overpass. It's not the best weapon for for long range. Obviously, not the best weapon for long range. So it's like the only spot that's really close range, unless you're gonna hold short on B. And I don't think he's a player that tends to go B. So it was the only real position you could hold from A. But now. Now they only have P250s and FAMASs. At FAMASs 5.7s. Because it starts with an F, I kind of confused the two words. And 2 Deagles.
This is map point for Dracarys. Here's Harry. He gets nothing actually. Demon's Trail finds 2. Lance also gets 1. JLT adding another one onto the scoreboard, but it's only Vortex left now for Cosmo. It feels like Dracarys, they already have this round in the bag. They already have this map in the bag. The morale should be high on Dracarys' side here. 16-6 is one hell of a scoreline. Something to be really proud of heading into map 2. But somehow Slowen misses his spray. Demon's Trail is there, however, to make up for his teammates' mistakes. 16-6 the final scoreline here on map 1.